Deep in the heart of Kansas, there lies a quiet little village that most maps barely acknowledge. It's called Stull, a place so small, you could drive through it in less than a minute and never realize you were even there. With only a handful of houses and a single intersection, Stull looks like the kind of peaceful, forgotten town where nothing unusual ever happens. But beneath the silence and stillness, whispers of something far darker have echoed for generations. Stull isn't just a sleepy Midwestern village. Some believe it's home to one of the 7 gateways to hell. The legend of Stull begins not with a scream, but with a silence, the kind that creeps in and settles deep. At the edge of the village stands a cemetery, old and worn, its gravestones tilting like they're tired of keeping secrets. And near its center once stood a crumbling stone church. Locals say no rain ever touched its roof, that somehow even in the middle of a storm the church remained dry. Some claimed it was cursed, others said it was a portal, a hidden passage between our world and something far worse. Whispers began in the 1970s. College students from nearby towns spoke of strange symbols, cold winds with no source and shadows that moved without light. But the story that caught fire was this, that twice a year, on Halloween night and on the spring equinox, the devil himself rises from the ground inside that cemetery, and for a few short moments, the veil between our world and the underworld thins. Whether it's myth or something more, one thing is certain. Once you've heard the name Stull, it stays with you. The stories didn't stop with legends. Visitors began to report strange experiences, moments that defied reason. Some felt an overwhelming heaviness as they stepped through the cemetery gate, like the air itself resisted their presence. Others spoke of sudden chills even in the heat of summer. Phones would lose signal. Flashlights would flicker and die. And in the silence there were whispers, voices that weren't there. One man claimed he lost track of time inside the cemetery. What felt like 5 minutes turned out to be nearly an hour. Another woman described seeing a figure at the edge of the trees. It stood still watching, and when she looked again, it was gone. No footprints, no sound, just the echo of her own breath. Paranormal investigators, drawn by curiosity, tried to capture proof, but their equipment would often fail. Batteries drained without warning. Cameras refused to record, and always, the feeling that they weren't alone. The strangest part? These stories come from people with no connection to one another, yet they all describe the same haunting details. Something is out there, and it doesn't want to be seen. For the people of Stull, the legend is more than just a story. It's an unwanted shadow that refuses to leave. Locals don't like to talk about the cemetery, and they definitely don't want outsiders wandering through it. Over the years, signs were posted, warnings were given, and every Halloween, police began patrolling the area to keep thrill seekers away. There was once a church at the center of it all, the heart of the legend, a crumbling stone structure half swallowed by time. Then one day, without warning, it was gone. Some say it was demolished by the county. Others believe it was destroyed to erase evidence, or to seal something that was never meant to be opened. No official explanation was ever given, just silence. Today, the cemetery still stands, fenced, watched, protected, but not by people, not really. Because those who believe say the true guardians of Stull are much older, and far more dangerous than any patrol car or locked gate. Is Stull Cemetery truly a gateway to hell? Or just a quiet graveyard wrapped in stories? Some say it's all superstition, nothing more than campfire tales and teenage dares gone too far. But others, they've seen things, felt things, and they carry those memories like scars they can't explain. The truth is buried, just like the graves it hides behind. Maybe it's nothing. Maybe it's something we were never meant to find. But if you ever find yourself driving down a lonely Kansas road, and you see a rusted sign that says Stull, ask yourself this: will you keep driving, or will you stop and listen? Because in Stull, Kansas, silence always means something is watching.